This is your Adventist News, a service of the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. I'm Stanley Fallord. In this week's broadcast, Bahamas Academy encourages holistic learning, and children are celebrated in special service. These stories and more on this week's Adventist News. Bahamas Academy, the seven-day Adventist school for the South Bahamas Conference, has continued to go beyond traditional academic learning. The school has launched various programs and initiatives to cultivate a generation of leaders, a generation of thinkers and believers. From the Early Learning Center to the high school division, the school's belief in holistic learning is evident as they continue to incorporate various teaching styles to connect with its students.
Learning is always fun here at Bahamas Academy because we try to keep the children engaged in all of the lessons, and we try to use a lot of manipulatives with our lessons. And of course, we have to include Christ at the center every day. With my class, K4, this week, we are focusing on the letter P. So one way that I make the children engaged are having their parents let them dress up in a variety of colors, beginning with the letter P, pink, purple, peach, or plaid, and then they will have a party. And it's basically my treat to them, incorporating those things that begin with letter P. Pizza, popcorn, punch. So it's like the lesson is coming alive. And of course, they get to see and taste a part of the lesson.
At the Examination and Assessment Division's annual National Award Ceremony, Bahamas Academy students continue to shine academically. Huline Forbes was awarded for outstanding performance in the BJC examination for Bahamas Academy. 10th grader Sierra Edwards was also recognized as the highest achiever in literature.
When I found out it was a literature award, I was very shocked because literature was not one of my strong subjects. It was one of those challenging ones for me, and I had to put in the extra work. So I was very proud when I heard the news.
In order for us to prepare our students for the BJC exam, the curriculum is tailored from grade 7. So the students are exposed to the literature syllabus in grade 7 and 8 at a lower level, and then for the BJC at grade 9.
Bahamas Academy's holistic learning also involves developing skills in other areas, including music, sports, and other extracurricular activities. The Bahamas Association of Independent Secondary Schools, or BAISS, 2023 track and field competition saw 10th grader William McKinney represent the school and win the triple and long jump competitions for boys under 20.
I always did running events, track events. Never got into field events, but one day my coach is like, I should start jumping, and I start 2 weeks before the BISS competition and came out and win. I jump 13:53 in the triple jump, and in the long jump I jumped 6:05.
The school has also invested in its agriculture program and is now seeing the fruits of its labor as students become more interested in the program.
I chose agriculture because I felt as if it would give me a better view of how items are growing.
So we've grown bok choy, okra, onions, finger pepper, sweet pepper, corn, dime.
I've learned how to water my plants more. I've learned how to keep away certain insects.
One of the program teachers, Earl Thomas, shared the future of the agricultural department for the school.
I would like the students to see their labors, the fruit of their labors. And so if within 6 weeks to 8 weeks to 10 weeks, you can see something grow from seed to fruit or to vegetable, and you can actually harvest it, I think that's a wonderful experience for the students. The idea here is to set up like a pilot project. Bahamas Academy, we have lots of space. And if we can provide what I want to call a healthier alternative with reference to crops for the community at large, and especially the Seventh-day Adventist community, then I would be very happy.
As the students continue to strive for excellence, teachers, staff, and the administrative team also celebrate their students' success. During the Student Appreciation Day, the students were rewarded with various activities provided by the school. According to Principal Juliet Sands, the school does initiatives like this to allow students to feel loved while showing them how much they care. We salute Bahamas Academy for promoting holistic learning to create a brighter future for their students and society. The Long Island District of Seventh-day Adventist Churches celebrated the children on March 17th through 19th during a visit from the Children and Adolescent Ministries Director, Kenesha Sims, or better known as Auntie K. The weekend saw children within the surrounding communities attending a Friday night Vesper service where adolescent Samuel Darville spoke on the topic of procrastination. Church members and community friends returned to the Stevens Church on Sabbath, where adolescents engaged in an interactive Sabbath school and participated in the divine worship service. Sims preached on the little boy whose lunch fed the 5,000 and encouraged the church to never underestimate their gifts, talents, or time dedicated to the service of God. Charms leader for Stevens Church, Mistress Raquel Darville, shares how the churches were able to impact the children of the community.
Auntie K encouraged children ministry leaders from the Seventh-day Adventist churches to promote our Stewardship Coloring Board Bank. With this awesome idea, Stevens Seventh-day Adventist Children's Ministry Department went into the community on the 14th of March, distributing the Coloring Board Bank, inviting the children to worship with Auntie K on the 18th of March. And during this, we had 37 children from the community join us this past week.
On Sunday, March 19th, children and adolescents from the community and Stevens Church recorded for the Charms Devo, which is the daily devotionals program, and they were reading from the book Following in the Footsteps of Great Characters of the Bible. Charms Devo airs every day at 7:30 a.m. on Word SBC 88.3 FM and ATV channel 658. The daily devotionals can also be viewed on the Instagram page, which is SBC Charms Corner, and the Charms Ministries Facebook page. And our newsreel comes from the Breath of Life Church. The Prayer Ministries Department of the church conducted a prayer and praise community outreach initiative on Saturday, March 11, 2023. The church shared much needed encouragement at the Pastel Gardens Park through musical selections, the spoken word, and more importantly, through prayer. Pastor Nikita Thompson gave a charge under the caption, The Elements of Prayer, where he urged us to never forget 4 things when coming before God's throne: adoration and praise, confession, thanksgiving, and supplication. We thank God for the efforts of the church in the Marshall Road community. After this break, we will bring more on what's coming up in the South Bahamas Conference.
For the first time in history, the Inter-American Division Pathfinder Camporee will be held on the beautiful island of Jamaica, Montego Bay, from April 4th to the 8th, 2023.
Pathfinders in the Cayman Islands.
Pathfinders in the North Bahamas.
Pathfinders in the South Bahamas Conference.
Pathfinders in the Turks and Caicos Islands.
Get ready to join us
in Montego Bay,
Jamaica,
April 4 to 8,
2023.
Come secure your spot. Register now.
Come pitch your tent under the starry sky.
Come enjoy the outdoor experiences.
Come,
let's worship
and fellowship
together.
Pathfinders in mission. I will go.
I will go.
I will go.
I will go.
I will go. Will you?
And coming up in the South Bahamas Conference, the Inter-American Division's Pathfinder Camporee is less than a week away. Our Pathfinders and adventurers will be in Trelawney, Jamaica from April 4th through 8th as they represent the South Bahamas Conference at this camporee. If you would like to provide assistance to the youth department by sponsoring a Pathfinder, you can make donations to any club director or church treasurer. You can also contact the SBC Youth Department at 427-1890. Join the Johnson Park Church as they celebrate 60 years of building by faith, encouraging each other from April 16th through the 30th. This family-centered church is grateful for being God's hands, eyes, and feet in the Chippenham community. The church has several events planned, which include a fun-run walk, a food giveaway and community health assessment, a prayer and Thanksgiving service, and a gala banquet. The Atlantic Caribbean Union will host a Sabbath School Congress on April 14th through the 15th, 2023. The training program will begin on Friday evening on Zoom and will continue at the Hillview Seventh-day Adventist Church on Sabbath morning from 9 a.m. through 4 p.m. And the Inter-American Division's ASI Convention will be held in Montego Bay, Jamaica from August 16th through the 23rd. All persons interested in going are asked to call 556-0492 or email the Bahamas ASI chapter at asibahamas242@gmail.com. Feel free to visit the South Bahamas Conference website at southbahamasconference.org to receive more information on all of our upcoming conference events. There you can also view a rebroadcast of our Adventist News Update, along with other local programming from our cable channel ATV 658, read the weekly logos, as well as the Adventist page from the Nassau Guardian.
Sporting is an activity that requires physical effort and skill, which involves a team or an individual competing against others. Taking part in sports has numerous benefits. 1. It helps you get better sleep. Exercise and sports triggers chemicals in your brain, which makes you feel happier and more relaxed. 2. It improves heart and lung health. The heart and lungs are made up of muscles, which, like your body, needs to be worked out for them to remain healthy and fit. 3. Helps to ward off non-communicable diseases. Physical exercise makes your heart fit and stronger. If the heart works less to pump, the force on your arteries decreases, which in turn lowers your blood pressure. And lastly, it helps you build relationships. Through frequent sporting, you can bond better with people and learn their personalities, strengths, as well as their weaknesses in order to help them as they help you. Go out and participate in a sport and enhance your life. This has been your health tip, courtesy of Adventist Television. And remember, God wants us to prosper and be in good health.
Let's go now to the Adventist News Network with our news feature from around the world.
As reported on our news website and social media, a medical helicopter of the Philippine Adventist Medical Aviation Services, PAMAS, carrying 5 people, went missing en route to a hospital in the Palawan province in the southwest of the Philippines. This official information reported on March 1 is from the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines. The helicopter, with registry number N45VX, was carrying Captain Daniel Louie, an American volunteer pilot, Janelle Alder, an American volunteer nurse, a patient, and 2 passengers from Mangsi Island, located in the far southwest portion of the municipality of Balabac. They were returning to Brooks Point when the helicopter's GPS tracking device stopped sending signals at around 9 a.m. local time. The accident has dismayed Adventists around the world who have been praying and crying out to God for those involved and their families. The World Church gathered for an online prayer vigil on the YouTube page of the Michigan Conference of Seventh-day Adventists, which was joined by World Church President Pastor Ted Wilson and his wife Nancy. Let's keep praying for those impacted. For the latest updates, visit adventist.news and facebook.com/adventistnews.
Well, that's it for Adventist News from the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. To share what is happening at your church, please email your news, stories, and upcoming events to sbcadventistnews@gmail.com. To view a rebroadcast of the Adventist News along with other programming and to keep in touch with what's happening in our conference, visit our website at southbahamasconference.org. The SBC Media Network's Facebook and Instagram pages are filled with lots of material from the Communications Department, so you would want to check those out, and remember to subscribe, to like, follow, and share. You can watch and listen to programs from our radio station, Word SBC 88.3 FM, and our Adventist television channel, ATV 658, to get updates, insights, and first-hand information from the SBC Media Network as it happens. The programming from ATV 658 can also be viewed on the South Bahamas Conference YouTube channel, so feel free to watch a recap of our Adventist news there. On behalf of our production team, it was our pleasure bringing you tonight's news update. I'm Stanley Fullord for the SBC Media Network. Have a happy Sabbath.